Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, but you can call me TechLock. Today I bring you the first installment in our Forgotten Boy Arden series. And I kind of say that tongue-in-cheek because I know there's a bunch of videos going around showing how Arden can reach godlike stats in HP and defense, or even as a mixed tank, but you really don't see him in the meta, and you don't see him clearing much in-game content, so I am here today to show you, about a year and a half after his original Tempest trial released, how much of a brick wall Arden can actually be, and how useful he can be in some in-game content. So without further ado, here we go.
Don't blame me for your fate!
Alright, so the first Grand Hero battle we're going to tackle is Lloyd's. So let's take a look at Arden. He has a Safeguard refined for defense inherited from Lean, a swap which we won't use, Steady Stance 3 from Silas, Worry Fighter, even Defense Wave 1 also from Silas, Lean at your pretty much standard kit. You got an Olivia with a Drive Attack Seal, but also pretty standard kit, and then we also have a Veronica here from Choose Your Legends too. Alright, and like I said earlier, you can see, even with even Defense Wave 1, nothing is super expensive has gone into building this Arden. So here we are. Actually, first we're going to turn off combat animations, and I'm going to move our units around a little bit just to help Arden out with his very limited movement. So on our first move here, we're just going to move Arden up and into the range of this Axe Fighter, and turn and see what the enemy does. So even with a hammer, Arden can tank those hits pretty well. And now you're going to see Arden finish off that Axe Fighter unit. Now we're just going to rearrange our Dancers and Veronica, and just let Arden do what he does best and tank anything and everything. Tanks the Blue Mage, tanks Lloyd, and then Lean will tank the Green Flyer right there. So this is where this map gets interesting. So we have Veronica here, debuff the enemies and give some buffs to our team, especially Arden. Now we have Veronica take care of that unit, as well as giving more debuffs and buffs. And now we want to restore Arden's HP, get him back into that Worry Fighter range. And now that he is buffed up and Lloyd is debuffed, we're going to watch Arden take out Lloyd. So sit back and enjoy. So once again, Arden will tank both blue units, even at a color triangle disadvantage. And so, again, right now what we're going to want to do is get rid of that Green Flyer first with Lean, but it's obviously important to get Arden's HP back up if he wants to tank this Blue Mage again. So now we're going to move Arden back and just kind of retreat one more time, restore his HP so he's in the Worry Fighter range, so this Blue Mage cannot take him out, because she clearly has a lot more speed than he does. And now it's time for our final turn, so we'll heal him up with Veronica, have him attack, seeing him wield this Safeguard Plus. I think Lean ever gets wonders where that Safeguard came from, since she's the only one that has it. So yeah, and we see just the perfect amount of damage to have Arden take out that final Blue Mage.
I doubt there is anyone who can cross blades with me and live.
The second map we're going to have Arden tackle is Navarre's Grand Hero battle. So if you see the exact same builds as before in Arden, there's also a threat and attack seal thrown on him. That wasn't done intentionally. I think that was just there from a previous swap with the character. Olivia again, Lean again, both standard kits, and then we have a Veronica here for Choose Your Legends 2 for buffs and debuffs, and also to heal up our Arden. So let's jump into this map. Navarre's Grand Hero battle is super annoying because of the two dagger units, but we're going to let Arden do his job and tank them, and they're going to pose very little threat to our boy Arden here. So to start, we're going to put Arden in the range here of that green Axe Fighter and the dagger unit. Also, we want to make sure we move Olivia back in order to manipulate the blue Manicheet's AI. That will come in. You want that blue Manicheet to come down towards Olivia. That will be important for a move later on. So right now we're going to set up our long-term strategy for this map, keeping Arden at that semi-choke point there in the middle, thanks to the forests, letting him tank all these hits from the Axe Fighter, from the dagger units, and from Navarre himself, while keeping both of our dancers and Veronica out of range. And there you saw the blue Manicheet use pivot, and you want her to pivot and trap herself behind Navarre and behind the blue axe unit, or the green axe unit, in order so they don't attack any of your dancers or other units besides Arden. So now you can see the pattern that we're kind of building here. It's Veronica comes in, heals Arden, gets a little bit of chip damage on whatever unit needs to get damage, and then is danced right back out of there. So right now we're going to see Veronica attack Blue Manicheet, debuff the units, buff up Arden, and now Arden's going to get healed by Veronica. And now with all the buffs and debuffs, Arden is ready to take on Navarre. So let's sit back and watch. Excellent job, Arden. So we're just going to have him go and tank a few more of these dagger units. As you can see, he takes very little damage. The poison strike from the top dagger unit can be a little annoying. Also, this blue Manicheet having Sacred Cow is one of the more annoying things on this map, but thankfully Veronica is just incredibly overpowered, and we slowly chip that damage down. So we're going to heal up Arden, dance Veronica back out, and then let Arden tank some more hits. And even with the debuffs from the dagger units, he's still tanking these hits like a champ. So as you can see, Arden can't do anything to the blue Manicheet there. However, after the debuffs from Veronica and the buffs to the team, as well as the chip damage from Fury, Arden is now able to take out this blue Manicheet. Because if he didn't, that would have been a pretty high 46 damage taken to our boy here. So now we see the staff unit move in to actually attack Arden, and that was a big mistake for that staff unit, because it will eventually lead to his demise. So again, moving all of our other units out of range, making sure Arden's the only one tanking hits so far. And now we are thoroughly rid of our annoying poison dagger unit. And then we just have 2 units left. Thankfully, since Lean also has Safeguard, she can take dagger units pretty well as well. So in order to let Arden get the kill on this boy here, we're going to do a little chip damage with Veronica. And now you'll see Arden finish off this dagger unit here. And it's important to help get this chip damage and help with the buffs and debuffs from Veronica, because Arden's attack stat is not the greatest. His defense stat sometimes outclasses his attack stat, which that's saying a lot, that he's probably the only unit in the game that can do that. So this will be the final kill on this cleric, and we'll close out this map. That's another victory for Arden.
This is it.
Let's work on a battle plan together.
Our third and final map of this video is going to be Female Robin's Grand Hero Battle, and as you can see, we've made a couple changes to our units based on the extraordinary amount of tome users on this map. So for starters, we have Distant Defense 3 on Arden. On Olivia, we have put Res Tactic, and on Lean, we have given Drive Res 2 just to bulk up Arden's Res stat during combat. Also, we've given Veronica here plus Attack 3 in her A slot, just so she could get a little bit more chip damage on the foes. I know I'm using chip damage wrong here, but I really don't care. So let's move Arden around. Hopefully get him closer, since he is, as by his own admission, very slow. So we'll get him closer to the action here. And now with the dancers, we're going to put him almost into range. Then on our second turn, we are going to put him into range of basically everyone on this map. So with all those res buffs, he can take that blue tome unit. He can tank female Robin. And he can tank both of those axe fighters. Now we gotta retreat a little bit. So we use swap to get Arden out of there. And now we're moving Veronica back, healing up Arden and ending our turn. So it's critical to control this choke point. And hopefully Veronica can tank one hit from that red tome unit. And now comes the fun part, where it's just manipulating the AI around and making sure Arden is a stopgap for this entire map right here at this choke point. So we move all of our other units out of the range, or out of the danger zone, and let Arden go to work. And female Robin barely tickles him. Ooh, even with Glimmer, he does absolutely nothing to our boy Arden over here. And so just because of the AI movement, we're going to have that Axe Fighter move down into that choke point. Gonna have Veronica come in, heal Arden, move her back out, and turn, and do it all over again. And now this battle between Arden and this Lance Fighter is going to take a little bit. But thankfully, because of the way the AI reacts, since female Robin can attack Arden from where she's standing right now, she will always attack first, therefore making sure that the tome unit with triangle disadvantage is always attacking Arden, instead of having the blue tome unit or the red tome unit attack Arden, which could potentially be pretty bad. Even that Ignis is like a tickle to Arden. That was a really powerful Glimmer from the blue Lance unit, tickling Arden with about 2 points of damage. And that's negated with our Veronica basically healing him up and providing buffs to him. So we can see our good boy Arden here continues to tank hits. Robin continues to try to tickle Arden to no avail. So we have no qualms in taking out this blue Lance unit, just because, like I said before, due to the AI prioritization of the opposing units, the Robin, since she's already in position to attack, is going to attack first, and that blue tome unit and that red tome unit are basically just going to dance around, waiting for Arden to strike them down. So as you can see, the blue tome unit is still a threat, so we won't move in and dance Arden just yet. We'll continue to heal him up and then dance Veronica back out to safety. Maybe one day Robin will get the best of Arden, but that day is not today. So as you can see, those two tome users on either side of Robin continue to dance around, doing absolutely nothing. Robin will continue to attack first. And the red tome unit just jumped to its death right in front of Arden. So now we're kind of coming up on the end. Don't want to rush this here too much, so we'll continue to employ the strategy that's been working very well for Arden so far, having him be the stopgap and control that choke point while letting all these enemies fall in between those two walls, and Arden continually taking them out. Now, because of the seal here on Lean, gives Arden just enough attack to get over the hump and take out that blue mage. And because Robin, because her tome is effective against cavalries, you want to make sure that Veronica is protected at all costs, so we will just dance her out. And she attacks Lean, but that's fine. Triangle disadvantage leads to Lean's safety. And now she'll go back to attacking Arden. So what we're going to do is we're going to buff up Arden, move him in. He's going to deliver one strike to Robin. Lean will come in and dance him in so he can deliver the final blow. So sit back and relax as Arden takes care of Robin's battle as well.
Oops.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first installment in our Forgotten Boy Arden series. If you liked this series, please leave a comment down below. I certainly have plenty more videos of Arden just wrecking content maps in the game. And if you want to see other content from me, also leave a comment down below, whether it's summoning sessions or Aether raids or just talking and all my thoughts about the game. And if you've made it this far, would really appreciate it if you could throw me a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you and have a great day.